Hello, my friends in India. My name is Johannes Mengel and I'm a magician from Estonia. I'm very happy to be joining Bharath on his YouTube channel Mallugic for an interview. If you don't know me, then I'm a creator of several magic tricks, including Breakthrough, which managed to amaze even all the top names in magic, David Blaine, Dynamo and Cyril. So if you are a fan of my work or just interested in magic, then join me and Bharath on his YouTube channel Mallugic. As I said, I am from Estonia, but I thought maybe some of you don't know where Estonia is. So I'm going to show you. I have a map of Estonia here. Where did I put it? Let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. So this is Estonia. Now you know. Here is a little taste of Breakthrough for you. I have a coin and I place it on the bottom of a can. Then I seal both ends of the can with my hands. And now, just with a simple shake, the coin falls into the can. You can show your hands empty and immediately hand the can out. The spectator can take the can and take the coin out if they want. Or you can perform it the second time. Just take the can back from the spectator and repeat it. Coin, can, coin in the can. Coin, can, and it's done. Your hands are empty, hand the can out. The spectator can take the can, take the coin out and examine everything. Well, actually there is no need to examine everything because it can be performed with a borrowed can and borrowed coin. So it is actually their can and their coin. Pretty awesome trick. I think this trick needs something for the end. Wait. Mic drop. Boom! I'm out.
Hope you're doing good. So first of all, I want to say this. Thank you so much for joining with me on Mallugic. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here.
Oh,
Glad you invited me.
Yeah, sure. So, let's start the session with that said, I guess. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, bro, I think you started magic on like 2008 or 2009, right?
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Yeah, and on 2014 your first effect Breakthrough video was released in your channel, I guess. But on 2016 or something it was released through Murphy's, right?
I have been releasing my stuff through Illusionist and Penguin
okay.
mainly.
Okay. So my question is that where you started magic on 2008 and you created your own effect on Breakthrough, right? On 2014. Am I correct?
Yeah, 2014 it came out.
And it becomes the biggest sensation in magic industry, right?
Yeah.
Because before that also, like I have seen many effects like coin to bottle, ring to bottle, penetrating things. And mainly it does happen with the use of gimmick or there will be a slit in the bottle, those kind of stuff, okay?
Yeah.
So like I'm not talking about the secret part of Breakthrough, but the thing what I want to say is that you have done complete justice to that effect. It says that it is an impromptu. We can borrow a can, we can borrow the coin, and it is true. Because some magic companies say, they make promising trailers and when we get the product, we become so dissatisfied because it doesn't. It's not a practical effect in real life, as it seems to be on the trailer, right?
Yeah.
So what's that journey, from being a magician to a magic creator? How you actually evolved yourself from being a learning magician to a magic creator?
Well, actually, it started with creating magic. Like that. This is how it started. I have never been a magician in this regular sense.
Okay.
And it started in a way that my friend performed a card trick to me and my brother.
Okay.
And this didn't get me into magic.
Okay.
But this got my brother into magic, and he started learning card tricks from YouTube. And
cool.
then he started showing tricks to me.
Okay.
And sometimes he showed the method, how the trick worked.
Okay.
And for me, that was mind blowing. Seeing the method.
Method,
and
right?
Sometimes methods are even more magical.
Magical for creators like us. No, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and this is what got me into magic. I wanted to create a magic trick myself because
Basically,
this seemed so magical.
So you are loving with the method, so you want to create a unique method for yourself and to the magic industry, right?
Not necessarily. I just wanted to have this experience that I come up with something impossible that other people see and say, how can it be done?
Okay.
I wasn't very passionate about magic. I just wanted to create just this one trick, and this one trick was breakthrough, and it took several
it becomes
years.
the biggest sensation also in the magic industry.
Yeah.
Like when the trailer was released, many magicians all over the world, even here, in India also, many magicians said that it's not possible to do with sleight of an impromptu. At least, the can should have a slit, or the coin will be gimmick, or it's not, camera cuts or something like that. Something is not right in that trailer. And when I bought that product and when I saw that instructional video, I was like, what? Yeah, you and those who know about breakthrough, they know that the secret part is kind of easy, but to do that it takes misdirection
and funny.
Yeah.
And funny as well.
Yeah, funniest thing. So the secret part is kind of easy. We will never think that it's done like this. But see, the fact is that it takes a misdirection part. Okay, misdirection is necessary to do that. Spectator managing the spectators and all kind of things. So what's your creative process, bro? Because why I'm asking is this, because I don't know any magician in India who have created modern effects like with cards or coins. Anyway, magic history starts back in India, right? It starts from India. Magic history, if you are taking the history of magic. Yeah, it grown from India and went to USA, like foreign countries, right? But nowadays magicians here are just buying the creators effect and they are doing it. And the funny thing is that, including me, to be frank, when I do a magic on a show, I never say that this magic trick is created by this person. I never say, no magician ever say that in a show, in a public show. They may be saying with a magic convention, if they are doing an act in magic convention, they will talk about the creators. So basically what happens is magic creators are staying as underground artists only. Public are not knowing about them. And what these performers do is, they buy the effect, they claim that it's their effect, their innovation, and they just do it. So what I'm saying is that, including me as a magician, as a performer, I don't create any own effects, because I think that I had lots of effect already created in the magic market, so what else I will create, If I think about a unique idea in cards and I check on the internet, that effect is already released. That technique is there. So how you came up with this unique idea? What was your creative process behind creating breakthrough?
I first quickly comment about being a magician and the creator.
Yeah.
Like it is same like in music. You can be an artist, performer, a singer, and then there's a songwriter.
Yeah.
And also, performers, singers don't say like, oh, this song is, actually written by this. They just perform it, and I think it's okay. Like the songwriters usually are not the ones who are on the stage. Sometimes, these two people are, these two roles are in the same people, songwriter and a singer. And sometimes it's also in magic. A magician is also a prolific creator. So yeah, I think it's okay to do both ways.
Yeah, it's okay to do both ways. Even there are, some are there who are not performers but are magic creators. But some are there who are magic creators and performers at the same time. Like if you are talking about that, let's say, okay, Chris Rams is a performer and he is also a magic creator, right? So let's say Shin Lim, no, let's leave that right there. I'll say about a different person, okay, Daniel Madison. He also creates effect, he also, even Shin Lim has actually come up with some effects, right, his own routines. He actually took the original methods and made a completely new routine, right?
Yeah. This is how Shin Lim started.
He started
selling magic.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, so let's come to this. What was your creative process of behind creating Breakthrough?
First, it was I just started with the first ideas coming to me. I knew a can into coin effect, and I just decided to create my own version. And I started with I had no previous experience, so the first ideas were like the first things any people think about getting the coin into can. I made a slit.
In the can, and
I made a slit in the can, and then we're trying to think, okay, how can I get the coin into the can through the slit in a sneaky way so that the spectators don't see it. And I was using even a full can, so there was a drink in it, and it was like it was so messy and it was so unpractical that now when I look back, it was like me and my brother, we laugh about it that I was actually even performing this.
Okay.
I made the slit at the time of a performance in front of a performer, and then tried to get the coin in with the full can. It was hilarious.
Okay.
But I got feedback from actual magicians, from professionals, and they always told me like, what's wrong with the effect, what's wrong with the method, and I just took this information and I tried to come up with a new method that would get rid of these weaknesses.
Yeah, that would get rid of the impracticalities of in the real-time performance, right?
Yeah, and one retailer also gave me like this standards. If you can make a coin into can effect that has like this and this covered, then we will consider it. And I just took these points and started working on it.
Okay.
For example, it has to be impromptu.
No,
then slit in the can immediately.
The can and coin should be examinable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I myself, I'm so happy about the Breakthrough, what it is right now, because I know how crappy it was in the beginning, the first version, and but it took a lot of hard work to make a crappy effect into a which to me is a masterpiece, because I really enjoy performing it. I am able to perform it in any situation, surrounded repeatedly several times to different people. So, and I have students also who come in Estonia. I give private lessons, and I have like 8-year-old guys and girls learning this effect and performing it.
Okay.
So when I see reviews like, oh, it cannot be done, or it's too hard, or anything, come on. Like, magicians are so used to like getting like this quick fix, and they don't want to put too much effort into actually practicing and learning this art,
exactly.
which is a sad thing. But
they want to get the effect done after they bought the effect. They want to perform just after getting the product.
Yeah, they want the trailer result immediately when they get the product. But what I do in the trailer or in my performances, this is achieved through many years of experience.
Yeah, experience and practice. Audience management, misdirection, when to misdirect them, all that kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so after Breakthrough, which was your next release? Was it I guess iPopper was latest effect, I guess, right?
Yeah, breaking point was in
Breaking
between.
Breaking the finger, right?
Yeah, it's an effect where I dislocate my finger and then bend it in different ways and then put it back in place.
And that also happens using impromptu sleight of hand, right?
Yeah, nothing else, just the information in your head.
Okay. And the latest effect was eye popper, I guess, right?
Yeah, eye
So
popper.
what?
It's
Okay, so there was a similar effect. Okay, using this method. I am not saying about the technique name. Using this thing, there was a similar effect. Okay, taking a coin from the eye. Okay. So was this effect your inspiration for creating eye popper?
It wasn't actually that. It was years ago. An effect called eye vanish by Ben Seidman or
Ben
Seidman.
Seidman, yeah.
Yeah, and actually my effect was inspired by his effect, and I created my version without being aware of this.
This thing, yeah.
Yeah, but when I saw it, I also it wasn't for me. It isn't that visual, and there's like these finger movements, and I wanted to create a version where there's a very clean and slow moment of magic when the coin is popping out, and I really like the element of like the coin moving by itself.
Yeah, when the spectator says that they can feel something under the skin.
Yeah, that as well, of course. They can first verify that it's under it, and then they can
take it out, right? That's kind of creepy thing, right?
Yeah, it is. It's not definitely not an effect for every magician to perform and every audience to watch. So it's but it has its niche. There are some people who are really like fans of this effect.
Okay, so let me ask you one thing. Let me ask you a quick question. So will you be showing the eye popper effect through FaceTime, or will you be sending me a different video?
I will record a proper video with the camera, and then you can add it into the interview.
Yeah, okay, fine. So I will do that, okay? I will be sharing with the Mallugic YouTube audience this performance of your eye popper, okay? Okay.
The eye popper and breakthrough both, or which one do you want?
Okay. Fine.
Which one do you want, eye popper or breakthrough or both?
Is it like optional that you will give only one performance, or can you give both performances?
Yeah, I can do both as well. It's just, I mean, it makes the video longer. Maybe you want to keep it short, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's okay. You can send me both the performance video. That's fine.
Yeah, and then you can choose it. Maybe if you want to just use one or whatever.
Okay. So എന്തായാലും നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ ഒരു കാര്യം ചെയ്യുക. നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ eye popper effect just ഒന്ന് കണ്ടു വെക്കുക. And breakthrough also. കിട്ടില്ലമാണ്. Just watch it, okay? Okay, fine. Okay, now let me ask you this, okay? This is a personal question, okay? In the magic community, just simply asking you. I just felt to ask, okay? I am a kind of a person who is not against gimmicks, okay? I am not a person who is against gimmicks, but I only consider a gimmick when an effect cannot be done using sleight of hand. Let's say invisible tech is one of that thing, okay? We can do the same effect in sleight of hand, but the problem is that it won't be as good as clean as the invisible tech. So, what is your thought on being a gimmick magician and a sleight of hand magician? Listen, bro, just one thing. See, you are a person you started magic on 2008. Okay, from 2008 you are into the magic field, okay? And I started into magic, okay, on 2007. But for professionally, I have been performing for the last 7-8 years, okay? So what my thing is that, okay, I perform some kind of Rubik's Cube act, card tricks, coin tricks, okay? Now let's say a boy, okay, he bought a marked deck from a magic shop. He doesn't know any other magic trick. He bought a marked deck and he went to a crowd and he asked the spectators to take a card. So, and he took a card and now he revealed the card and the audience goes like, wow, how did you do that? Does that really make him a magician?
No.
No.
I mean,
so
if you can do a trick, you can do a trick and that's it. Magician is an it is an artist who
Who
is
lives
mastering
and
an
breathes for
art
magic.
form.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you can sing or if you can play a guitar, it doesn't make you a musician immediately. It
Yeah.
means you can play a song on a guitar.
Yeah, it takes a years of practice and dedication, sweat, determination, and all those kind of things. So, what's your take on gimmick magician and sleight of hand magician? For me, I guess in the magic fraternity, okay, for a common audience, if you do it with invisible deck or normal deck, it doesn't matter. See, if you do a color change using sleight of hand, if you do it with a flap card, the effect is same for the audience.
Yeah.
But I strongly believe that in the magic community, sleight of hand magicians have more respect than gimmick magicians. I feel like so. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I have the connection strong. So
Okay.
you were talking about
Yeah, being a sleight of hand artist and the magician who always do magic with gimmicks only.
the
What's your
sleight of
take?
hand
Yeah.
artists have usually more respect.
Yeah, so how do you see, what's your take on that, differentiation of between a sleight of hand artist and a gimmick magician?
I personally prefer to use not gimmicks if I can. Also, if I'm creating an effect, if I can create the same effect without the need of carrying some stuff with me. For me, it immediately makes the effect better, even if it's maybe harder to perform.
Okay.
But just the freedom of not having to carry something with you.
Yeah.
This for me, tops it all, because I'm not a regular magician carrying with stuff with a suitcase. Like I'm walking just in a random situation and I want to perform it on the spot. Yeah, and I want to perform it on the spot without no preparation.
Okay, so I strongly believe that there is a difference between gimmick and a utility, right? See, let's talk about let's say loops. Loop is not a gimmick; it's a utility to do many things.
Yeah.
Like we can do haunted deck, we can do the PK touches, those kind of things. So it's not a gimmick; it's a utility that we can actually perform it as an impromptu effect.
Yeah.
Right. So, do you suggest, do you recommend utilities to the other magicians for using it? Like, for example, let's say card to wallet. Card to wallet, okay. We can do that in sleight of hand also, but using a gimmick wallet also we can do. So, which will you prefer? Will you prefer the utility device or the sleight of hand version?
It might go like against what I just said, but at the same time, I think what is important in the performance is also the ease of use, like how easy it is for you to create this experience for the spectator. So in that sense, if you are using some crazy difficult sleight of hand that you have learned for years, but you can do the same trick with just using a simple prop that helps you to do it and focus more on the performance part, then I see no bad sides of using a prop that helps you to achieve this effect easier.
Yeah. Okay.
Easier.
Okay. And I know this question is kind of stupid, okay, because while you were saying, I was actually thinking that whether this question makes any sense or not. Then I realized that it's all up depending upon to every performer, their comfortability, right? So anyway, let me ask you another thing, okay. How was the zenith of your happiness when you came to know that Breakthrough fooled Dynamo, David Blaine, Cyril Takayama, and those biggest names in magic? How was the zenith of your happiness?
Oh, yeah, I remember it. Precisely. Like I was video documenting the whole journey of creating this effect and bringing it out to the market, and I remember seeing like, oh, I got a letter from Dynamo, or Cyril like wrote to me, and then I was like, like an excited boy, like opening emails and like whoa, reading their like this feedback and yeah, I was very excited and I was actually even more excited when Breakthrough came out.
Okay.
Because before it came out, then I already know. Okay, it is going to
Fool many
magicians. And it's going to be a success. But the first time when I really like got like this recognition and applause from this top names in Magic, that was like
wow.
That was beyond.
That's like achieving a big it's like getting an award, right? It's like getting an award for Magic, to fool or to impress the biggest names in Magic. And another thing I want to know is that I am very interested to know when you showed this to Illusionist, who was the first person who actually saw this effect? Was this Adam Wilbur or any other person?
But in a way, I didn't sell my effect to Illusionist. I made the DVD myself, so I created my own company. I produced everything myself, and I manufactured the DVD, and then I got Illusionist and Penguin as exclusive retailers. Yeah, and I don't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to the whole crowd. There was Adam.
All Illusionist.
Yeah, Brad Christian.
Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy, right? Like the field,
they
are Illusionist is one of the biggest magic company in the world, right? As you all know. And the thing I like about Illusionist and Murphy's, mainly Illusionist, is that they like you as a creator. I am pretty sure that you have done complete justice to all the effects you released. Okay, Breakthrough, you said it's impromptu, and it's impromptu. Okay, this light popper is a practical effect, it's a practical thing. And Illusionist also, every product that they release, we can trust it. Okay, I'm not saying the name of another magic company, but I think you might know there is a company, magic company who make cinematic trailers.
Yeah, I think we all know.
Yeah, we all know about that company. They make cinematic trailers like whoa, oh my god, that's crazy, and we will spend a lot of money for that. When we get the product, it can only be done for the camera. So aren't they fooling or cheating the whole magic community by releasing this kind of products?
I think it's obvious there that you can see is a person creating out of passion for their art, or
even that company steals other
just a
also.
product to make the next buck. So some products are obvious, like they are just made to earn money, not to serve magicians as a practical tool.
Yeah.
But it happens in any industry, so there's really, it's just painful when it happens in our industry. When we feel it personally.
Okay. So let me ask you a question out of magic, okay?
One more thing I want to mention about that. Releasing my effects. I want to say a big thank you to Tim Trono, who has been like a mentor to me throughout the years of being in Magic. And I have been in Magic now more than 10 years. And I have released only 3 effects.
Breakthrough, Breaking Point, Eye Popper.
Yeah, and at the same time, some people have released like 50 effects. And but I choose my releases and my effects, what I choose to put out on the market really carefully, thanks to Tim Trono, because he helped me to like get the right mindset of not just putting out all of my ideas, but really choosing an effect that deserves a release, or that really brings something unique to the market. So he has luckily told me sometimes like, hey Johannes, like, don't put this out, you will hurt your reputation. This is not your standard, leave it be, work on something else. And I think many like creators lack this kind of perspective or advice.
They only release few releases, so they don't release so many effects, right?
Yeah, I have had several effects I could sell that would make me money, but it wouldn't it wouldn't raise my like brand or standards.
Yeah, I understood. I totally understood. And one more thing, just now I remembered, man. Okay, you had sent me a video, right, of an effect which you haven't released it, which you will not release it in few months. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I'm not talking about the whole details. Maybe you will release it after 1 year or 2 years, or let's say that effect. I don't know how you did that, man. Seriously, because see the effect you did. Okay, can I tell about the effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can describe it.
Okay, so the effect is like having a coin on the hand. Okay, no, having nothing on the hand. Slowly closing it, and when you open the hand, there is a coin. And when you close it, when you do that again, it gone. So for a public, okay, the same effect can be done by transferring the coin to the left hand, but no, they don't know about that. But for a magician, this is like what the fuck? Means you are not doing any sleight of hand there. I don't think that there is a like gecko kind of gimmick.
Yes, there is a story behind it that
Yeah, but before saying the story, let me say one thing. Gregory Wilson, okay, I think I forgot the DVD name. One of the DVD of Gregory Wilson, there is an effect, okay, like transferring 3 coins from this hand to this hand. So it's like showing the hand like this. There will be a coin, and I know the technique. Okay, and he will say take the coin, vanish it, but the fingers are like this. I'm not revealing the secret. The fingers are like this.
Yeah.
And he closed the hand, and the coin is there. But in your performance video, the fingers were like this. You just do this movement.
Yeah.
What, man?
Do you want me to teach you even more? You can perform it shirtless. And before you produce the coin, you can show 360 around your body.
Okay, to be frank, I will tell you one thing. I was thinking, okay, you are wearing a black t-shirt, right? So I thought, okay, back side of the coin will be black color. Front side is a silver portion. So you took it from shirt or something like that. Then I thought like this also, okay. Back side of the coin will be of skin color. Okay, and front side will be silver coin. But in the second variation of the performance, you actually showed both sides of the coin.
It's a normal coin, no gimmicks, impromptu. And
I hate you for this. I hate you for this.
I have performed this to a magician several times, like with the purpose to, hey, I told him like what I'm going to do. He saw the video already, and I told him, try to catch me. Try to catch the method, and I performed 4 times in a row. And he was like, what the? Like, and it was so.
And the greatest part is that you showed this 4 times in a row to a magician. That's crazy.
Shirtless.
Shirtless.
No shirt.
So how, man, like what's the creative process of creating this kind of damn cool effects? I had no idea like how you're doing this.
Okay, I have to tell a story now. What is the story behind this effect?
Yeah.
My fiance is a very skeptical spectator, and it's very hard to impress her. Yeah, and usually when I, go with pick a card or want to do something, he like grabs the deck or wants to check everything before show me your sleeves or show me your hands. So not a good magic spectator, but this forced me to come up with idea that would fool even a skeptical spectator who like burns your hands and wants to like touch and check everything. So in a way, I created this effect for her so that she would be impressed. And this is now her favorite effect I have done. Yeah.
Of course, it will be. You know, the coolest part of about that effect is, you know, I believe as a performer, as a magic performer, I believe that the coolest part of about that effect is not producing the coin. Okay, the coolest part is that you are showing hands in the most natural way as possible. You are not going in a hurry, Berry. You are not going too fast. You are not trying to misdirect. They are looking. You are just showing the hands, two sides very slowly, closing it, opening it. And you know, some magicians are there, you know, when they close, they just wave the hands, say magical chant, focus, focus, abracadabra. Then the coin appears. Wow, that's magic. So then they put the magical invisible sword, the coin appears. But your performance was like, you know, that's a fucking genius idea that you did. Okay, I don't know what's the idea behind that. Okay, whatever. You are the creator of that, and you are like, okay, show the hand. There's a coin. It's for you like nothing happens. Cool, you're relaxed, but the audience are like, what? That's crazy, man. I hate you. Actually, I actually love you for the effect. Okay, but I hate you for one thing, that how the fuck you did this. I have no idea.
This is also what my fiance didn't like about other coin effects. When I showed him like this, you know, amazing coin work, he was like, she was not impressed at all, because she looked at the videos, and even though they were completely clean, she said, "Look, yeah, I don't see the coin, but I see that there is something fishy going on. Or why does he doesn't show both hands empty after the coin vanishes from this hand, for example?"
Yeah.
So she's very like picky, and so that's why I created this effect.
You know, that's what, man, I was thinking, you know, different sides of techniques of coin thing. Okay, I know a method, you know, but it needs a sleeve. Okay, like where you hold the coin between these two fingers, you snap it, the coin is gone. The snapping technique for vanishing the coin. This thing, take the coin, and it's gone.
Yeah.
But it needs a full sleeve t-shirt or something like that to do that.
Yeah.
But okay, there is another method. Okay, different kind of palming techniques where you can show, like apparently show sides, but you are not showing every side clearly. You are manipulating it between your two hands. But in this thing, you are only using your one hand.
Do you want me to teach you even more?
Yeah.
It's easy.
Easy to do for anyone without so much practice.
When you see the method, you will definitely go.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I have shown this to like coin wizards, coin experts who are specialized in coin magic.
Yeah,
And
have you
what?
Did you perform this effect to Eric Jones?
Yeah, I sent it to Eric Jones, and
what is it?
I sent it to the Danny as well. And no, Danny said also it's like no idea how it was done.
They also get fooled by this because, you know, Eric Jones and these guys are the legends of coin magic, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I think my advantage is because I'm not like a regular magician, and I don't learn other people's effects.
That's the thing, because, you know, when you start to learn other magicians' effect, your creativity is losing and losing and losing. You know, it's the same thing with the music production. If a music producer is actually listening to the other music producers' songs, when they produce a song, you know, naturally in brain that tune will come. Right, okay. If they listen to movie songs, you know, when they produce a song, that tune and composition, you know, some kind of elements will come into that. Same thing with the magic creator. If they are focusing on other creators' effect, maybe at some point of time they will use all the techniques which is already there on the market.
Yeah.
It won't be unique. I think that's the advantage of you, because you are not learning other magicians' effects, right? So you are actually trying hard to come up with the idea. So that's great, man. That's amazing. And so you're a full-time magic creator, right?
Yeah, this is what I do full time. I have also like other stuff I do outside of magic, but this is so to say my main job.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I want to say this say thing to my Mallugic YouTube audience. Okay, just a second. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു പെർഫോമൻസും കൂടി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഞാൻ ഇട്ട് തരാം. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് വീഡിയോ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കാം. സോ ഹോപ്പ് യു എൻജോയ്ഡ് ദിസ് ഇന്റർവ്യൂ സെഷൻ. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ്റെ പേര് ജോഹാനസ് മെങ്കൽ എന്നാണ്. പുള്ളിയുടെ ഇൻസ്റ്റ ID ആൻഡ് ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വീഡിയോസ് ഒക്കെ യൂട്യൂബിലുണ്ട്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. ഫേസ്ബുക്കിലുണ്ട്. സെൻഡ് ഹിം എ ഫ്രണ്ട് റിക്വസ്റ്റ്, ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ഹി വിൽ അക്സെപ്റ്റ് ഇറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഒരു ലെജൻഡാണ്. ഒരു ആസ് എ മാജിക് ക്രിയേറ്റർ, മോർ ദാൻ എ പെർഫോമർ, ആസ് എ മാജിക് ക്രിയേറ്റർ പുള്ളി ഒരു സംഭവമാണ്. അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പുള്ളിയുടെ പെർഫോമൻസ് ആണെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും. എത്രയോ ലെജൻഡറി മജീഷ്യൻസിനാണ് ഫോളോ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഹാറ്റ്സ് ഓഫ് മാൻ, ഹാറ്റ്സ് ഓഫ്. So thank you so much for the time, bro.
Same here, it was fun for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. So hope you enjoyed the interview session. Okay, thank you. Peace.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Bye.
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 He pulled going out of his eye.
Wow! Can you feel something hard under my eye?
Johannes Mengel from Estland. What's your most outrageous illusion?
Want to shoot?